Hello there and welcome back to the DBMS video series. So in this video we'll be discussing the question set 9. So we created the same database, entering the same data into the database. We classified the data as the product table and the customer table. So we already created the database named as mshop within our HeidiSQL, and also we created the customer and the product tables within the database. So we have added data graphically as well. So now we'll have to find a mobile phone whose brand is Huawei, priced less than 40,000 rupees. For this we'll be using the select query and the where query. So let's head over to our HeidiSQL, and within the query tab let's type in select all from. So we'll select our database as well, mshop, and once I press the full stop you should be able to see the tables of the database mshop. So I'm selecting the product table, and then we are using the where query now. Where, and then we'll be using the brand name. So we'll have to search for the brand Huawei, price less than 40,000 rupees. So brand name is equals to Huawei. So we can't find only with the brand name Huawei. We have to add another query as well. So we have to find the brand name and we have to find the rows which have Huawei and the product is less than 40,000 rupees. So we'll use the AND keyword, and then within the price column it should be less than 40,000. Alright, so let's run the query. So we have one query where it shows Huawei Wi-Fi, which is 25,000. So let's clarify our query. So let's see for the brand Huawei, and product now 1 is Huawei and product 5 is also Huawei. So product 5 Huawei is 45,000 and product 1 Huawei is 25,000. So it has shown product 1 which is Huawei Wi-Fi. Alright, so our query worked well. Now let's look for customers whose gender is female. So to do this we'll be using the same old query, select all from mshop dot customer, where gender is equals to female. And then let's run this, and we can see that there are two entities for this query. So let's check out the data of the customer table. Yep, we have two entities for female gender. Now let's look at the last question. So we have to find details of the product whose brand is Vivo. Alright, so for that also we'll be using the select query. So type in select all from. So first we'll be selecting the database dot, and then we'll be selecting the product table, and we'll be using the where keyword. Where, so we'll be adding the brand name is equals to Vivo. So now let's run the query, and we can see that there are 3 rows related to Vivo. So let's confirm that by going to the product table, and we can see 1, 2 and 3. So we have three rows related to Vivo. So let's look at what we did from the beginning. We had already created this in the question set 8, and we had added the data to these tables graphically. And from the fourth question, we were using the select query and where query, and we also used a new keyword, that is AND. So we found out the brand Huawei that is priced less than 40,000 by using where brand name is equal to Huawei and keyword, and then we use the price is less than to 40,000. Next, we were using the select all from the customer table where gender is equal to female. And the final question, we were finding the details of the product whose brand is in Vivo. So we used to select all from product where brand name is equals to Vivo. So that's the end of this video. We'll meet in the next video.